What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video of my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over some basketball games for Thursday, March 24th, 2022. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And I wish you guys the best of luck on all your picks today. Let's go ahead and get into the games. We're going to be looking at Arkansas versus Gonzaga, Michigan versus Villanova, Texas Tech versus Duke, and Houston versus Arizona. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers specific to the game. The way that I have it structured here is I have the road team. Well, there's no really road or home teams in this one since they're all neutral locations. But I'll just say one team is up top here, their coach's record, their season record, any type of win or losing streak that they're on. Obviously, it's a winning streak since it's a bracket tournament. Their overall NCAA tournament record and their appearance. In the middle is the head-to-head all-time between the two teams. And at the bottom is the other team, the coach's record, their season record, their winning streak, and their NCAA tournament record to go with. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. We'll start with Arkansas and Gonzaga. When I usually start these off, I usually say I'll start with the home team. But again, this is a neutral location. So I'm just going to start with the team that's on the bottom, which is usually the home team. We'll start with Gonzaga first, and then we'll go over some numbers for Arkansas. If Gonzaga was going to win this game, one thing that's kind of interesting about them is that they would become 29-3 for a season record with the win. 29-3 is the 62nd prime number. And Arkansas coach, he would get a 62nd loss for his career to go with. The next game, whoever advances will be playing on Saturday, which is the 85th day of the Gregorian year. 85 sums to 62. And that could be something for Gonzaga to be 29-3 heading into that game, the 62nd prime number. What's also interesting about the number 293 mathematically, so we have 293, which is the 62nd prime number. 293 is also an anagram of 239, which is the 52nd prime number. And Gonzaga, they can get their 5th win in a row as they end Arkansas's 2-game winning streak. 2552, kind of like 52. 239, the anagram of 293. They could become 29-3, the 62nd prime. Arkansas coach would get a 62nd loss for his career. And then today does have 69 date numerology on the Gregorian. 69 sums to 139, the 34th prime number. This is Arkansas's 34th appearance in the NCAA tournament. They could just go ahead and get their 34th NCAA tournament loss as a team as they pick up their 9th loss for the season. 34 mathematically is the 9th Fibonacci number. And Gonzaga would sit on 23 tourney losses with a win as a team. And 23 is the 9th prime number today with 83. Today, the 83rd day of the Gregorian, the 23rd prime number. Hopefully all that made sense. But those are some numbers for Gonzaga to win this. If Arkansas was going to win this game, one thing that they got going for them is this is the 1 seed versus the 4 seed, 4-1-1-4. Arkansas can even the score 1-1 head-to-head against Gonzaga, the number 1 seed, as they end Gonzaga's 4-game winning streak, 4-1, 4-1, 4-1, 4-1. Gonzaga would sit on 41 wins for the NCAA tournament as a team with a loss to go with. Arkansas, they would become 48-33 for an NCAA tournament record with a win today with 33 date numerology on the Gregorian. And the number 48 sums to 137, the 33rd prime number. And One last thing for Arkansas, they would get their 28th win as they become 48-33 for a NCAA tournament record. This is their 82nd tourney game, which is just a reflection of 28. But 33 comes to 156, just like 28 comes to 156. And so they can get that 28th win as they become 48-33 on a day with 33 date numerology. 82nd tourney game, which is just a reflection of 28. And then you have the 4-1-1-4. They get their first head-to-head win. They end Gonzaga's 4-game winning streak. Gonzaga would get their 4th loss for the season as well. And then they would sit on 41 wins with the loss for the NCAA tournament as a team. And so that's what I would say for that game. Let's go on to the next one. Michigan versus Villanova. Michigan versus Villanova. So we'll just start with the team on the bottom, and then we'll go over some numbers for the team on top. For Villanova to win this game, it could be as simple as Villanova getting their 29th win for the season. Today does have 49 date numerology on the Gregorian. If you write it out, 29 sums to 49. At the same time, Michigan coach, he would get his 32nd loss for his career to go with. And 32 right now sums to 49. Today has a 15 and a 33 date numerology on the Gregorian. Michigan would get their 15th loss for the season as they sit on 66 tournament wins as a team with a loss, and 33 written out sums to 66. Also, the number 33 sums to 60. And Villanova coach would sit on 281 losses for his career with a win. 281 is the 60th prime number. So those would be some numbers for Villanova. If Michigan was going to win this game, it is a day with 33 date numerology on the Gregorian. It's a day leaving 282 left in the Gregorian year. Michigan can become 3-3 head-to-head against Villanova all time with a win, as Villanova coach gets his 282nd loss for his career. It could be just as straightforward as that. Today does have 69 date numerology as well, and Villanova would sit on 69 wins for the tournament. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background. There's an alarm going off. It's been going off like every 15 minutes. It's like a tornado alarm. Either a tornado's coming or the Russians are coming to drop bombs on us. I don't know. That thing has been going off like every 15 minutes since I've been awake. I've been outside. It's not windy. I don't know why they keep blaring that tornado siren. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Where was I at? I was losing track. 69 wins. Okay, yeah. Yeah, 69 date numerology. Villanova can sit on 69 wins for an NCAA tournament with a loss. And Villanova coach, he would sit on 518 wins for his career. Today is a day leaving 185 left in the Hebrew civil year. 185, 518. They're just anagrams of each other. And looking ahead, whoever wins this game plays on Saturday, a day with a 71 date numerology, the 20th prime. It could be right why Michigan goes into that game with 20 wins for the season. But that's the numbers for that game. Let's move on to Texas Tech and Duke. If we'll start with the bottom here with Duke. If Duke was going to win this game, we can say something like Duke can sweep Texas Tech 2-0, like 20 head-to-head, as the coach for Texas Tech sits on 71 wins for his career, 71 the 20th prime number. Duke would sweep 2-0. Texas Tech will get their 20th NCAA tournament loss to go with, and then Texas Tech would get their 10th loss for the season as Texas Tech coach becomes 71-100 for a record. 71 the 20th prime number. 100 mathematically has a square root of 10. So they can get their 10th loss as he gets his 100th loss for his career. If we look ahead for Duke, if Duke wins this game, it could set them up to win the next game. And I say that because the next game is played on Saturday, which is March 26th, written 3/26. Well, if Duke wins this game, there'd be 31-6 for a record. And if they win the next game, which would be on Saturday, it would be 32-6 for a record on March 26th, 3/26. So for Duke, it's more of a future play if you like them. You're looking to see if they'll get that 3-1-6 to also then convert it into a 3-2-6, like 32-6 on March 26th. That would be the play if you're interested in Duke and what potentially could lie ahead. Outside of that, though, Texas Tech, this is a day with 33 date numerology. Texas Tech is the number 3 seed. They can go ahead and get their 3rd win in a row, like 33. 33 sums to 156. Texas Tech can get their 28th win for the season. 33 sums to 156. 28 sums to 156. Today does have 116 date numerology on the Hebrew religious. Duke can sit on 116 wins as a team for the NCAAA tournament with a loss. And let's see what else. I mean, this is the 2 seed versus the 3 seed, kind of like 23 today with the 83rd day of the Gregorian, 83 the 23rd prime number. We know 23 is the 9th prime number. Texas Tech can sit on 9 losses with the win, as their coach sits on 99 losses with the win. So there could be a 9 pattern there potentially. And this is Texas Tech's 39th NCAA tournament game or as a team, and Duke can get their 39th NCAA tournament loss as a team. So those would be some numbers for that game. Let's go on to the Houston and Arizona game, the last game for the day. Houston and Arizona. Starting with the bottom team here, Arizona. If Arizona was going to win this game, some things that you can think of would be 69 date numerology on the Gregorian. 69 sums to 139, the 34th prime number. Arizona can get their 34th win for the season as they sit on 34 tournament losses with the win. The thing about the number 34 is it's the 9th Fibonacci number, and Arizona is looking for their 9th win in a row. They can get that 34th win for the season, sitting on that 34 losses as they get their 9th win in a row. 34, the 9th Fibonacci number. That's how it could play out. Arizona would actually become 59-34 for a tournament record with a win as they get their 9th win in a row. And they would end Houston's 5-game winning streak as the current 5 seed. 5-9-9-5. They could become 59-34, 34 the 9th Fibonacci number. That could play into Arizona's hands potentially. It's also the 83rd day of the Gregorian, 83 the 23rd prime number, 23 the 9th prime number. That can also support Arizona getting that 9th win in a row. What else? Let's go ahead and look at Houston. If Houston was going to win this game, 33 date numerology, Arizona can just set 33 wins for the season with a loss. If you write out the number 33, it sums to 66. Houston can tie 6-6 head-to-head against Arizona with a win. Today with 69 date numerology, a Houston coach can sit on 69 losses as a coach for Houston. He can get his 199th win. Today is the 199th day of the Hebrew Civil. And like Houston, it could play out just like Duke. If we look ahead, the next game is going to be on Saturday, March 26th, 3/26. If Duke wins this game today, they could potentially set themselves up to become 32-6 on Saturday. Same thing for Houston. If Houston wins this game, they could potentially set themselves up to become 32-6 on Saturday. They'd be 32-5 in this game, sitting on 5 losses as a 5 seed. And then on Saturday, they play on 3/26. And with a loss, they would become 3-2-6. So Houston and Duke are the two teams that could potentially become the date for Saturday with a win or a loss. It does seem a bit too good to be true in my eyes, but the numbers are there and it could happen. So I wanted to point that out. But that's what I have for these NCAA tournament games. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you insight to what's going on with these matches. Forgive my voice. It sounds kind of rough. I'm clogged up. Still dealing with congestion. Just a cold. Whatever. No big deal. I'll get over it. Ain't no thing. But it's just annoyance. But sorry if I sound funny or continue to sound funny. That's why. But hopefully this helps. Hopefully this video gives you some insight to these games. I really wish you guys the best of luck in all your picks today. I really appreciate the support. Hopefully you win all the money in the world, and I'll see you in the next video.